audio is working now. Theoretically, audio is working. God, I feel like a moron. It's always music, the audio that doesn't work. It's never the video. You'd think that as a musician, I should be able to get the audio to work and sound better, but I guess that just isn't in the cards for me. Get the new link for Discord, since now it actually works. Let me also delete that old stream, that silent stream that was 2 seconds long. Let's go here and edit and remove video. Alright, we'll get rid of that. And then let's go to what's actually happening live on my channel right now. Okay. This should work. I think the audio's on now. Obviously, let me know if I'm still messing up and if the audio's not in. Alright. Cool. That should do better. Let's see. Okay, cool, awesome. Because last time, like literally 10 seconds ago, I was trying to do this, and it was just silent. Because I had not plugged my laptop into my whole setup in a while. So, anyways, I don't know when I came up with this loop thing that I'm gonna start playing with and just kind of see what happens. But I kind of like it. It sounds very, like, there's this, I think it sounds kind of like, there's like a Donkey Rhubarb by Aphex Twin feel to it, cause like I have like a really detuned synth. So anyways, I'm gonna do my thing over here, and yeah, we'll see how this goes. I'm also gonna mute this noisy mic. thanks for the kind words. It's good to see you again. Yeah, it's been a minute since I streamed, and thanks. Yeah, it's just I mean, it's the same. One of the couple of guitars I just trade out on every stream, but it's my Jazz Master in the middle position, and most of the prettiness is just coming from the amp modeler and the delay and reverb all on the back end, and it just has a great sound. I mean, I say this every like 6 months, but I say like, oh, this is the final form of my guitar board. So I'm not going to be as bold to say it's the final form, but this is a really good setup that I have. And so right now on my board, I have a compressor going into a volume pedal, which makes my swells sound so much better because this is without the compressor. It's just a little looser, and this is with it. It's a very, very subtle difference, but there's just a little bit more of a grab to it, especially with these like single note lines. If you listen to it like that, bass note is more prominent when the compressor is on, so it just makes things a little more equal. And then I have a bunch of loud, crazy overdrives. Crazy drives. There's that. There's this side, which is more my boosty side. Together, and I get a crazy heavy. So I love that, and then I also have my beautiful chorus. I have my delay, which is irreplaceable. It sounds so good. And then I also have a mini delay pedal, which is just a little DIY analog delay, and I just have it set to a really high feedback slapback so I can make this noise. So yeah, it's a really solid board, and it can do a lot of different things, and especially for these streams, it's just really nice to be able to just very gently. I think it depends on how many subscribers you have. That's the first thing. I can't remember what number of subscribers it is, but it's like, it's not, I can't remember if it's 1,000 or if it's like 500 or if it's like 300. I can't quite remember. You get them before you get your monetization, generally. Like, I know that you don't need to be fully monetized, because I'm not monetized yet. And, but right now, my community, so I can't remember exactly what it was. It took me a while to find out, and, I forget that I have access to it. But yeah, so I think it's Pardon me. It's a subscriber threshold for sure. And once you hit that subscriber threshold, then you are able to start using it. And I don't know if there. And then once you use it, you can't just do it from like the YouTube Studio app. I don't think. I think you have to do it on desktop, which sucks. The YouTube Studio app really ain't that big. That's all I'm gonna say. It really ain't that big. I love how I can get that natural distortion from feeding back too hard. Like, that is one of my favorite sounds, and especially because of how hair trigger I have this thing sent. If I just like send in a little bit of noise into it, it starts to already feed it back. It's great. God, it sounds good. God, what a... So yeah, I'm pretty happy with this setup that I got going on right now, which is cool. I mean, I need to. Everything was always in flux. Everything is always in change. But it's nice because I have this big old pegboard that has all my stuff on it. I have my tarantulas right in front of me. So, you know, if I'm ever feeling not inspired, I can look over and there's an insane creature looking back at me with like 6 pairs of eyes. So, I think the reason that they want you to earn that function is because, first of all, I don't think that YouTube's big thing is helping people connect with their subscribers. I think YouTube's big thing is getting views, and that's really all they care about, is getting views and getting traction and getting advertisers. So, and, you know, they don't really care about the people bringing in 100 views or 1,000 views or whatever a year. You know, they don't care. I mean, they don't care about me bringing in like 50,000 views a year or something like that. Probably less than 50,000, probably like 10,000 views a year. What they care about is the people who are bringing in millions of views a day. And so those are the people who they want to engage with, because that's a sure bet. Whereas, you know, whatever, anybody who's not doing that is not a sure bet. Keep in mind also, I'm not saying any of this is the right thing to do. I'm just saying that that is their explanation. I think it's stupid, but it is how they operate. So that's the first thing. And then second of all, the second reason, which I actually do agree with a little bit more, is they don't just want anybody to spam as soon as they have a platform, you know, because it's, you know, they have, like, you know, obviously it's taken advantage of all the time, but there are rules on YouTube against spamming things. I mean, it's not supposed to be Twitter. It's not trying to be Twitter. So it really wants to sort of put a line between, you know, when, you know, they don't just want anybody to be able to do that. I think the big thing when they started putting these things in was a couple of years ago. A lot of legitimate, like, hate group channels would just, you know, use their, you know, they would make, you know, their account would get banned and they would make a new account and start immediately monetizing and posting and doing a bunch of stuff. So, you know, it's frustrating, and I understand half of their reasoning, which is the reasoning they say out loud, but the actual reason is the first reason that I said, and it just sucks. But it is what it is. They don't just want, they don't care about, you know, the smaller creator. I don't think any platform cares about the smaller creator, you know. I think that's just a thing that, you know, they like to say, and they like to look like they care about the smaller creator. But, you know, at the end of the day, the smaller creator only makes them, you know, the unmonetized creator makes them no money, unless they get copyright claimed. So they don't really care up until you start making them money. That's when they start to care a little bit. And the more money you make, the more money they will, the more they will care. Because that's what actually, the more you affect their bottom line, the more that they're willing to give to you, which is why it's such a pain to, I mean, shit, I've been trying to get monetized for so long, and I'm still not there. You need to have 4,000 hours of watch time within a year. I want to say that I'm close, but let me just look up my stats right now. But like, I'm not even there, and I've been doing, this is the best year I've ever had on this platform by a mile. It's great, and but they, like, I have grown my I just got like my year-end wrap up, and it's amazing, like, relatively. But let me find what it is. My analytics. Let's look at my hours watch time, and let's project that out by the year. 28 days. How do I change this? This is stupid. This is a pain to try to actually, like, find. I can do it so much easier on the app. That's the thing, is sometimes they make the app easier, and sometimes they make the thing easier. But yeah. Oh no! Please don't spend. Please don't hurt yourself. Please don't watch all of my videos even more. It's it is what it is. Like, I'm not looking for monetization. Like, I know that if I get monetized and stuff, I'm not going to be bringing in anything. It will be like every month I might be able to get a McChicken, and I'm vegetarian, so it doesn't even matter if I can afford a McChicken. Really, for me, what matters more about it is just the fact that, like, I'm doing something, and I'm doing something fun, because I'm not trying to. Oh wow, I am right up on that 4,000. I have 3.9 thousand hours of watch time. I have a video that I need to publish that might push me over. But yeah, it's it's the name of the game, and it kind of sucks. But I'm also not currently trying to do YouTube as a job, because I don't have that type of emotion. I don't have the type of emotional bandwidth to dedicate to that. I mean, people who commit their lives to this stuff, it's hustle culture, and I really don't like hustle culture. It's stressful for the person doing it, and it's a lot, up until you're in the last 0.000 whatever, until you're like a Mr. Beast, you're not making the type of money to actually, like, sustain something like that. And even then, he spends an obscene amount on what he does. I still think he takes home more than he says he does. But he spends, like, an obscene amount on his stuff. His overhead costs are huge, just so that he can bring home, just like, and like, he'll get monetization. But even then, that's not from AdSense a lot of the time. That's from, like, sponsored deals and, like, brand deals and merch and all of that stuff. So it's complicated. I don't really like talking about. I mean, I do, but, like, I don't really like thinking about the structures of YouTube, because I'm like, oh god, because, like, of course we all have, like, the dream of, like, oh, it would be nice if, I'm recognized for what I do, but, for right now, I'm just having fun. Yeah, I really should actually get to editing this video. I did another interview, and it was a very good interview. I have a lot of footage to go through. Most of my other interviews were kind of in, like, the 30-ish minute length, and we talked for well over an hour. And then, like, I usually edit them down to, like, 15 to 20 minutes, and I have no idea how what I'm gonna find from this. So I'm gonna need to listen to my interview a couple times, which I just haven't had the time to do because I've been very busy. I went on a recording retreat with one of my bands, and then when we came home, we just played a show last night, and that was, like, I had to prep for that, because, like, when I'm not doing this sort of thing, I'm playing, and I'm not doing, like, real job work, I'm playing in a rock band, and, like, that's, like, I don't talk about it too much. I mean, I talk about it here for sure, but like I don't really dedicate a lot of time to that there. But it's like it's a large part of my life. It's a thing that like I do all the time. I'll especially as things start to open back up very slightly. Like we've got some shows coming up in the next couple weeks, and like those are things to actually prepare for because we got an album that we're going to be dropping soon, and like that's like a whole different set of like overhead and things. So like basically this is a roundabout way to say yeah, I'm not the greatest content creator in the world because I'm not ready to commit myself fully to that. I don't think I have the time to dedicate to all of this all the time. This is more of a supplemental thing right now, just because I'm doing 6 other things. So that band is called here. I'll drop. Do we have a website? I think we do. I don't know if we've updated it recently, but we're called Broke Royals. My God, it is so funny when I Google us. The top 4 photos that show up of us are from 4 different eras of the band, and that's very funny, including one of them with just a god-awful haircut. Oh, we've actually have been updating our website. I'm going to drop it in there. I'm going to drop it in the chat, just so that you actually, like, you don't have to Google it. Man, that is an old photo of me. Why do we crop Timir out of that photo? Oh, my buddy's not in that photo. Timir. Wait a minute. I need to share this. So, like, hang on. Let me pull up a photo of the band. And then pull up the photo that is on our website for some reason. So let's do... where's my... I think that this one does my computer screen. I'm not sure. I'm about to ruin everything. Okay, yeah, so cool. It does do my computer screen. So, okay, cool. It was just the way I had it cropped in my browser. For a second, I was like, what's happening over here? Because I couldn't see him. It just cut off right on from Colin through me. And I couldn't see time here. But yeah, so that's us. That's what we do. Yeah, it's fun. It's a nice thing to do in free time, and we're like, I don't know the record release date. I thought it was going to be January. It might not be January, but we've got a record that's coming out sometime this next year, and it's going to be really fun. It's like some right down the middle rock and roll. We used to be more in like the very poppy synth rock sort of genre, but now this is like just a rock and roll album, and I'm so excited because it's just fun to play. That's the thing, is like, I just love music. I know that like it's very weird for the guy who's making ambient and techno music to be like, yeah, I'll play a rock and roll album or in a rock and roll band, but like that's what it is, and it's fun. So anyways, I clearly don't have the mental fortitude to continue to jam. I'm very tired from these past couple days. Some days I wonder if I should just like go live here. What it would be like if I just did like a nothing stream, and I just talked and just kind of did like Q&A and just did hangouts. It feels very egotistical. It feels very self-serving. But I feel like it could also be fun because I have lots of cool things around the house that I do. Could talk about anything from houseplants to pets to whatever. Anyways, regardless, though, I think that it is time for me to head. So I appreciate everybody who's stopped by. Hope to see y'all soon. I need to finish working on that. Editing that next video, and I'm also going to work on finishing this release that I'm gonna drop in the new year. So hope y'all have a good one, and yeah. find the off button to my stream, we'll be gone.